happy now to be joined by my guests Michael Matthews and Luke Roberts, two Australians within the Team Sunweb setup. So as the two Australians, do you form a special bond? Do you have to stick together?
Not particularly. I mean, it's in general. There's quite a few Australians in the cycling, European cycling world, in the European cycling community, and we're a long way from home, all of us. So we tend to look out for each other, and with Michael and myself, two of the many Australians on this team, we also keep an eye on each other and make sure we're all feeling comfortable here.
Is that a source of comfort for you as a rider to know you've got others around you who are also equally far from home?
Yeah, I think, like Luke said, I was watching Luke when I was also a young professional. He was racing, and I had a lot of respect for him. And now being in the same team and working together last year to win the green jersey together, it's something really special. And hopefully we can try and achieve more goals in the future.
And of course, Michael, you became a father earlier this year as well, something you've got a fair bit of experience in. Did you share advice about becoming a father?
Yeah, I was trying to give him some tips on changing nappies, but he reckons he won't do that. He leaves that to his wife.
You will be doing some of that, I'm sure.
I think in the near future, but at the moment the smell is not. My nose is a bit too sensitive, I think. No, it's great. It really changes your life. I think after training, normally you can relax a bit, but now it's totally opposite. You actually get more relaxing on the bike than being at home. So. No, it's going to be hard. I think I've been home now for 3 weeks between now and Swiss, and it was really nice being at home with my baby girl and trying to teach her little things along the way. And you see the progression even in 3 weeks. So I think I'm going to miss a lot this next 4 weeks during the Tour de France, but hopefully I can spend a lot of time after the Tour de France together and try and teach her some more things and just watch the progression.
And do you find it gives you an added perspective on the bike that, yes, you're racing your heart out and you're racing for wins, but equally you go home and there's a much bigger purpose to your life now?
Yeah, I think when you're racing too, it's like you have that pressure on your back, obviously from the team, your personal pressure, but now you're looking after your family. It's all for your family now. It's not just individually, it's for looking for my future, for my baby girl, and making sure that she has the brightest future she can. And that's that added power, I think, on the bike that gives you that extra bit of boost to hopefully achieve even more goals than before.
And you probably don't get much spare time at home anymore, but during a Grand Tour you may get a little bit more. What would you tend to do off the bike just to chill out?
Nothing. Just try and do absolutely nothing, because at home it's obviously really busy, but at the same time she doesn't really do too much at the moment, so you're constantly stressed thinking, what do I need to do next? Because it's my first baby, so I'm not exactly sure what to do. So you're constantly stressed thinking, does she need something? Can I help her with something? Should we be playing? Should she be sleeping? So you're constantly sitting on the edge of your seat thinking what to do next. But it's all an amazing experience, and I'm really enjoying it. But here I can relax a little bit, and I think in my spare time I'll just do nothing and try and switch off as much as possible, because in the Tour de France you don't have much time for switching off either. So I think every minute you get by yourself you can try and enjoy it and put your headphones in and just listen to some music, I guess. What
are you listening to typically?
Well, I think this morning I just found a chill out mix on Spotify. I think that was a nice way to start the tour, I think.
And Luke, for you, obviously the riders do what they need to do on the bike, and then I guess it's a case of eat, sleep, massage, isn't it? But for you, you've got to actually look at the next day and the day after that, and you've got to forward plan as the coach here with Team Sunweb. How much pressure are you under, and do you get any time at all to yourself?
I think obviously for the coach there's a lot of work going on around the race with it's quite a big team here with sometimes up to 30 people here with the team, and a lot to keep an overview of. I'm well supported with two other coaches. We can distribute the tasks amongst each other. So for me, I try to keep my hands free as much as I can, so I can keep a clear overview and keep everything running smoothly here.
And all eyes are on the riders when they're on the bike day in, day out. The media will be looking at how the riders are performing, but also for you, I guess, in the team car following along. Do you get nervous? Do you feel that pressure?
Yeah, definitely. I think back to a few stages last year, or a few races last year, particularly last week of the Giro last year. I had some sweaty palms on the steering wheel during that week. Last year's tour, there was a couple of stages there where I knew we were going for the victory there, and it was I definitely feel the rush of it, and a little bit back the experiences of racing the bike myself, and get the adrenaline kick from it. Really enjoy it to help these guys, and also I get a lot of satisfaction when they're also successful myself to see that. So.
And you're both over here living in Europe, a long way from home, as we said, racing, week in, week out here with the team. What's the strangest custom you've seen that us Europeans do?
Oh, it could be a long list.
With that bad?
Yeah, I guess wherever you go, it's you see different things in an international team. You have a lot of different riders, different nationalities. Everybody has their strange habits or customs, but that's also the enjoyable part of being over in Europe as an Australian, being part of an international team, learning other cultures, seeing a lot of other countries, and it's quite some pretty nice experiences that we get being a part of this show, circus, whatever you want to call it. That many people don't have the opportunity to, so we're pretty grateful for that.
And what do you miss, firstly, from Australia most when you are over here in Europe?
Vegemite.
Okay, we have Marmite in Great Britain. That's close, right?
Marmite's not. No.
Okay.
Actually, I can. Vegemite I can actually buy in Cologne in Germany, in 2 different stores, Australian store and English shop. So.
God, you've sourced it out, haven't you?
Yep. So that's I mean, there's some traditions from Australia. It's you do miss. I still often visit Australia, so it's we're not completely excluded from the country, but a couple of times back there for the race during the year in Tour Down Under, January, or visits with the family. So I still feel quite attached to Australia, and often there. So always
Michael.
nice to visit home.
And Michael, for you as well?
I think I miss obviously my family. That's probably the hardest, and my friends, because you get brought up with your group of friends, and then to move to the other side of the world and trying to find new ones, which in Europe everyone's got their own sort of friends. You try and find different bike riders which you try and bond a bit with, but everyone's still got their own group what they grew up with, which they want to sort of keep, and it's normal, I guess, but you got to try and build your own group of friends over here, and it's never really the same though, because you have so many nice memories with these young kids that you've always been growing up with, but for me that's probably the hardest, is my family and friends. I think that's probably the hardest for sure.
And some fan questions have come in as well for you. Joachim Valkeman wants to know, how many espressos will you drink during the tour?
Whoa. Per day or the whole tour?
Per day. Give me the per day and we can kind of work it out maybe.
Well, we got two at breakfast, I guess, and maybe 2 before the stage, and maybe 1 decaf before bed. So is that 5?
5 a day times 21 stages.
Well over 100.
Good maths. I'm glad you took that one on. And you, do you drink coffee as well?
Yeah, but I keep it limited to 2 in the morning and 1 before stage.
Okay, more controlled then.
3 a day.
Do you find you have to almost detox after a tour with the amount of coffee that you do consume?
No, it's pretty much the same at home, so it's not too much different. But at home we can stop in training and stop for a bit of a coffee. So then you probably add a little bit one in the training there. But in the race we can't really do that, unfortunately. But it's pretty much the same. I really enjoy my coffee. I have a really good coffee machine at home, so I think it's not really for the caffeine hit anymore. I just really like the taste, actually. And you could try different flavours, and it's fun.
And Ant wants to know as well, on the same theme as coffee, what is the first thing you'll want to eat and drink after the tour?
after the tour is finished?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm really, I really love chicken schnitzel or Wiener schnitzel or whatever they call it. Depends where you are in the world. And they have one called a elephant ear at a restaurant close to my place, and it's probably this big. So that's my mission, is to get through that after the tour. I think I'll lose a fair bit of weight here, so I can put a little bit on with the schnitzel.
And first drink of choice?
I don't really drink alcohol, so I think that's probably nothing exciting for people. But first drink, that's a hard one. I'm really addicted to these juices at the moment, because it's been super hot in Monaco, and I've been drinking juice like crazy. So probably just a nice juice when I get back to my apartment.
All right, thank you very much to you, Luke Roberts, coach of Team Sunweb, and to Michael Matthews as well, the team's sprinter. Good luck to you guys on the road for the next